What's up, YouTube? It's your girl B here again, and I've got a brand new interview for you guys. I'm actually here with a local artist. Not only does he paint, he also has his own clothing brand and does a little bit of tattooing on the side. So I'll let him, give us a little introduction.
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm Jay Coachman, aka J True. Glad to finally have this interview with you, Bianca.
All right, finally, and thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me into your creative space as well. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of his artwork, and it's pretty dope. It is.
Comfy up here. True music. Creative culture.
So how do you balance everything that you do? Everything from your artwork, from your music to tattooing?
Honestly, just staying focused on myself and keeping the tunnel vision of my mission. Like, I know what I want in life, I know where I want to go, and all I gotta do is not be distracted. It's easy to get distracted in the college town, or just being, around negative energy, or getting trapped in social media or anything. It's easy to get distracted, so just try to stay focused.
Yeah, I can understand and relate with you on that, because distractions are everywhere, especially as a youth, growing up. As long as you put the energy back into your creations, then you're going to be good.
I agree.
Why do you create? What is your purpose behind your art?
I create because it's just something I've always done. It's just natural to me now. It's like breathing, damn near. I create. I feel like creating is literally an act of just doing actions. To create your day, what do? You wake up, you go brush your teeth, shower. That's how I see creating. It's just something I gotta do. And as far as the purpose of it, I try to give out human empowerment, or just inspire people, inspire them to not only be themselves, but know that they can do anything they want.
Right. Okay, and that's beautiful right there. So what would you say inspires you? What gets you into your creative zone?
My family, my mom, my parents, my brothers, they're so supportive. Since I've been little, they've always been gassing my art and stuff. When it's your family, you're it's alright, you know what I'm saying? But once it starts expanding and getting out there, you really recognize they were on to something since I was little.
Okay, awesome. And I'm glad your family did encourage you, because look at what you're creating. And like I said, just keep it up, because the world needs to see, your creativity on a bigger platform. Who would you say is your biggest influence? Whether it be a family member, I know you said your mom is, plays a very major part in your family or in your life, or is there a celebrity or just someone or another artist that inspires you?
As far as influence, if we're talking about celebrities, one of my favorite artists, Kehinde Wiley. He's a hyper-realistic artist, African-American, from LA, or from somewhere in Cali. And his artwork really, he combines the old Renaissance style with new modern day portraiture. He's I don't know, he's just amazing. He really inspires me. And then as far as in music, people like J. Cole, Joey Badass, my peers, Trip Music, Creative Culture, just people who really help me push myself, of course celebrities and stuff inspire me, but as far as who push me and influence me, it gotta be my peers.
As an artist, what you create says a lot about you and your thought process at the time. So I know you have to have some paintings that really resonate with you, and I believe you have a few to show us. All right, I really love that J. Cole one right there. So what is J. Cole all about, or what inspires you to paint him?
J. Cole one, like I said before, he's literally one of my biggest musical inspirations. And not even just as a musician, but as a person, the things he talks about in this music, and how he connects real life, real North Carolina life, it just hits home with everything. And he's just always been an inspiration to me. That painting's in oil. That was one of my first times doing a portrait in oil painting, and it turned out to be one of my favorite, one of my best pieces.
Okay.
Alongside that one, this is one I made probably a year and a half ago, and it really speaks out to me, because that's how I feel my heart is. My heart like literally jumps out the frame to people, like when I show them the things I can do. And I love it and I hate it sometimes because it puts me out there and makes me vulnerable. But as an artist, you gotta be vulnerable sometimes. And my last one is, it's actually a printmaking project that I do in school. So I go to East Carolina for printmaking, and I made that whole frame. It took forever. That print is like 3 layers of color. Like, it's an etch, and I don't know, I just really put a lot of time into that piece, and I really feel like these 3 showcase my different styles and variety of art I can do.
I'm the truest, the coolest Buddhist to ever do this. Young, black, and ruthless, I know where my truth is. Reckless but never foolish, I wreck less cause I swear my foes all
So X marks the spot means like finding the gold within yourself and having that patience to blossom that gold within yourself. That's what the lotus flower represents in this series, and the X represents finding that gold. So
Professionally, what would you say is your goal for your creative energy?
Professionally, I want to go global. I want to, affect the world with my art, my creativity. I want people to know exactly, like, when they're looking at a piece of my art, like, oh, that's Jay Coachman, like.
Okay. You want to make an impact at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You want to leave something
Definitely
that
want
people
to
think.
Yeah, and be an influence. I want people to look up to me how I'm looking up to my idols,
Okay. I feel you on that. Speaking of which, I know you actually do some of your own events. One is at Mellow Mushroom, where you do paint and draw. So tell us a little bit about that event.
So at Mellow Mushroom, I throw a piece and paint. Mellow Mushroom, first out there, they're an amazing partnership to work with. They let me do a mural in there. And after I did the mural, we've just been taking off with these events. And it's where I provide canvases, paint, and everything you guys need to create. And then Mellow Mushroom comes alongside and provides drinks and food. And we just have a good time out creating on the patio, just expressing. Try to do it monthly. Each month it's a different theme. And each month somebody wins a free painting of mine or a free crew neck. I always do giveaways at these events. So it's like just giving back to the community and showing them how I feel.
Okay, awesome. You guys heard it here first. If you're in the Greenville area, you should definitely, first of all, you're going to follow Jay Coachman, so that way you can, stay up to date when he has events. But check him out at his pizza and paint at the Mellow Mushroom, and you get some awesome pizza, because if you hadn't had a Mellow Mushroom, it's the issue. How do you go about seeking opportunities that enhance your ability to create?
I don't think I seek them. I think opportunities just arise when they need to. When I need to upgrade myself, I feel like that creative energy just comes in when it needs to. Whenever I'm in say I'm in a writing funk and I can't write anything, or I just feel like I can't think of anything to draw. I just get a thought, or just that surge of creative energy. It's pretty much God provided. So
I feel you, and the opportunities come when you allow yourself to be vulnerable, of course.
Yeah, and I've also realized the more I try, I try to make opportunities happen, the less they happen. So I got away from that, and it's been less stressful. Like, dang, I did this, why didn't this happen? Everything doesn't happen the way you see it. It just has to unfold.
I feel you on that. It's one thing that I'm learning too, and just trying to understand. You gotta kind of let life take its own course and go from there. How would you say your process of creating has evolved over time, or is there anything you wish you knew back then that you know now?
Let's see. I wish I didn't really start music until like 4 years ago. I wish I started music soon, middle school. I wish I was in the band. I wish I was I don't know. I just wish I would have got around music earlier. I've always loved listening to it, and I've always loved writing, but I never actually made it until 4 years ago. And I feel like if I would have started earlier, my life would be way different. I'll be more mature and with my music knowledge. But okay,
okay, I can understand you, and I feel you on that. I know you actually have your music on a few platforms. What platforms do you have your music on?
It's on Spotify, Apple Music, and SoundCloud. So
Okay.
also check out YouTube. I make a lot of my videos myself, and I really take the time to edit in my music videos.
That's awesome. What would you say is the best piece of advice you have ever been given?
My pops, he always says, it is what it is. Like, literally, he says that all the time. Like, if something goes bad, he's like, look, son, it is what it is. As long as you just stay true and, like, do what you need to do, like, that's all you can ask yourself for. Like, you can't put pressure on yourself for things that I can't control.
Right.
So just, it is what it is.
Just gotta let things flow.
Exactly.
Understand. Okay, so I mean, are there any words of wisdom you would like to leave to our viewers?
Always believe in yourself. Like, no matter what, if people don't see your dream, people don't believe in your dream, just stick to it because you know what you want, you know what you feel inside. Stay true to everything that you believe in and just be you.
And when you're not being authentic, it comes across and it shows, of course. But that actually is all for today, you guys. I would like to thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel. And if you're just watching and viewing, then what are you really doing? I need you guys to go ahead and subscribe. Right? Especially if, you like interviews, you like the content that I'm showing, because I'm trying to bring you guys, people who are inspirational, people who can, reach out and, touch your soul, help you elevate and think about things on a whole nother level. But until next time, you guys, I'm out.
We all talking about conscious shit. We all talking about elevating each other. We all talking about the next big thing together. You know what I'm saying? What's up? It's your boy Jay Coachman. Follow me on Instagram at JXY.TRUE and at Coachman Creations. Follow me on Twitter at JCoachman, JXYCOACHMAN. Thank you.
All about my business, I'm just collecting all my gold. I'm getting this guap, no dope in my socks. Check out the stock, check out the merch. They love when I drop, showcasing my worth, and I will not flop. I ain't my first, my throne at the top. Life could be worse, but I love what I got. A squad full of profits, a menage full of bitches. Yeah, we do this often, and we ain't never switching. And just to keep it modest, we don't need no fixing. And just to keep it honest, this is all ambition. 'Cause trip on the mission.